Okay, we're now looking at the system settings. Your system name will be the same name as the name in the dashboard. Usually it's is416 followed by a series of numbers. If we look at the dashboard, we can see it right here, right there, and that's the same name. You can change the system name. You can also change the admin password if you want, and the user password. All you need to do is set a new password and verify that the password that you set is correct. You can change the date and time, and also register the time to a NTP server to have the exact time and date within your region. If you have the internet access, or if you have your own NTP server. There is also a login option such as auto logout and login lock. i3 recommends that you should edit the system name by adding in a site name or location of the system. Now, under the management port, this is where you can see the settings for the IP address to access this device. You can change the default address if you want of the is416, but we ask you not to forget this current IP address. So you can change the IP address to the network where you will connect the management port to this device that is accessible within your network. You can also restrict on what service that you will be using to access this device, either SSH, HTTPS, or HTTP. In the power settings, we recommend that you leave everything as checked. You can always look around, but there's no need to change anything. Next is notifications. This is where you enter your email address. You can also use a Gmail account if you do not have an SNMP server or mail server email account. Gmail SNMP port number is 465. You can set up to 3 email addresses for various recipients. By clicking on Alert, you can configure more alert types, including SNMP, which means Simple Network Management Protocol. Under Maintenance, you will see the system information, and at the bottom, you will see a button called Download Service Package. This is very helpful if something goes wrong with your storage and i3 needs to investigate further. So what this will do is it will download the log information. So you're going to share that with us, and from these logs we can troubleshoot or find the root cause of your issues. Under Update, you see the system's most recent firmware, and you can also make updates if you want. System identification is an indication LED light. When you need to change a hard drive on a particular is416 remotely or on site, this button will help you identify the multiple is416s on a rack. When clicking OK, there will be a blue light in front and in the back of the is416. There's nothing special under the Reset to Defaults. We can proceed to Configuration Backup. In Configuration Backup, this is a unique feature and a lifesaver. It's a good idea to make a backup of the configuration file. If something happens to the system, one can always import the old configuration file to the new is416. There is nothing under Volume/Restoration. Under Reboot and Shutdown, this is where you can remotely reboot the system and shut it down. Under Disk Encryption, please leave this as default. This concludes the system settings. Next, we'll be looking at host connectivity. Thanks for watching.